Morning students, lesson number 5, Introduction to Excel 2013. Children, last time we studied about entering data in a cell. We discussed that we can enter a data just by simply click on the cell and by typing the content. And we also discussed the types of data we can enter in Excel, like text data where alphabets and number comes, number data that can only just contain numbers, and we can perform mathematical calculations on the numbers. And third type of data we studied formula used for some calculation purpose. It is a mathematical equation or predefined functions we use for calculations. Now today we will discuss about selection. Children, we can select cell, row, column, an entire sheet with the help of various options. First we will understand how can we select the cell. To select single cell, we have to just click on the cell, and as we click on a cell, cell pointer appears. Children, cell pointer is a dark rectangular border that appears on the cell. It shows that it is an active cell. Also, one more thing is that active cells address comes in the name box, and name box is children in the left side of formula bar. So this way we can select the single cell. Now if we want to select the range, what is the method? We have to just click on the top left cell and we have to drag our mouse pointer to the last cell of the group. This way we can select the cell range. Now it is also important to understand that what is a cell range. Children, cell range is a group of continuous cells that form a rectangular or square selections, and we show the cell range as address of first cell, column, and address of the last cell. So just see in this example, C2 to E5, all cells will counted. C2, C3, C4, C5, D2, D3, D4, D5, E2, E3, E4, E5. This way we will select the cell range. Now see children, we can select the cell as a rectangular form. Now we can also use shift key and control key for the selection. First we will discuss about shift key. To select the adjacent cells means the cells that are nearby. Continuous cells, we use shift key. To select the adjacent cell, what we have to do, first we will click on the one cell and then we will just press and hold down the shift key, and we will use arrow key to select the cells of range, and this way we can select the adjacent cells. In this example you will see that serial number 1, 2, 3 and name Ankit, Charu, Dinesh, PT1, 16, 13, 18, PT2, 15, 17, 19. These cells we have selected with the help of shift key. Now we have to understand the use of control key. Children, as shift key is used to select the adjacent cell, control key is used to select the non-adjacent cells that are far from each other and that are not necessary that they are in the sequence. And with the help of control key we can select multiple cell range. How we use the control key? We have to click on the one cell or cell range and then we just press control key and we will select the another cell range. In this example you will see that we have selected the first record of Ankit, that is a one cell range. Then we will press the control key and we will select the record of Dinesh, and then we will select the record of Seema. So these selections are adjacent selection we do with the help of control key. To select the entire column, what we will do, to select the entire column, we have to click on the column heading. We can select one column and we can select more than one column, children. We use mouse also, and we can use shift and control key. If we have to select with the mouse, what we will do, we will just click on a one column heading. We will press left mouse button, hold down it and drag it to select the other nearby columns. And also, as I told you, shift key is used to select the adjacent column and control key is used to select the non-adjacent column. In this example, we have used control key to select the non-adjacent columns. Sometimes when we are working in Excel, we need to select the entire row due to some formatting reasons or for copying and moving the cell content. In that case, how we just select the entire row? We have to click on a row number. We can select single row or multiple rows as we selected the column with the help of mouse or with the use of shift and control keys. Next is, children, selecting the complete worksheet. In case if we want to select the complete worksheet, we use select all button. It is located between the column heading A and row number 1. Also we can use shortcut key, that is Control plus A. Control plus A or select all, select the complete cells of the sheet. Now children, we will understand that how can we edit the cell content. There are two ways. First is partially modifying and another way is overwriting. So first we will understand overwriting. Children, to overwrite the previous contents with the new contents, what we will do, we will click on the cell and we will type the new data. And after that we will press enter key or enter button. Enter button is located left side of the formula bar and we will see that content will be replaced. See in this example, first computer word was written in the cell. After that we clicked on it and we typed laptop and press enter key, and that laptop word replaces the computer word. So this is a overwriting. Another way is partially modifying. In some cases, children, we don't want to replace the complete data in the cell. We have to only change some part of the content. In that case, we use F2 function key. F2 function key is used to edit the cell content, or we can double click on the cell with the mouse. In both cases, we will see cursor will appear in the cell as a text box and we can edit the cell content. Also, if we click on the formula bar, cursor also appears and there also we can edit our cell content. So children, our topic is over today. Thank you.